Durant doesn't make his teammates better like LeBron does. And earlier in the show, Skip and Shannon already went at it on who's the better player. So since Chris Broussard is still with us, I figured it'd be appropriate to ask Chris to settle this debate for us. LeBron or KD?
Don't play, Chris. You're a man of the cloth. Don't play.
Look, with all due respect to Kevin Durant,
yeah, here we
who is
go.
truly a great player. He's an all-time great player. He's a top 15 player. This is not even a debate. It's not close. I'm sorry. Like, LeBron James, we don't have GOAT discussions, MJ or Kevin Durant. We have GOAT discussions with LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Durant's not in that conversation. LeBron is a better defender. LeBron obviously has more court vision and is a better distributor. Yes, Kevin Durant is a better shooter and maybe pure scorer, but guess what? They both average 27 points for their career, and LeBron does it at a slightly higher field goal percentage, 50% to 49%, so he's even more efficient. So I can't even say Durant really is a better scorer. That's like saying, you know what, Patrick Ewing was a much better shooter than Shaq. So what? Who's better? You know, David Robinson had more of an offensive arsenal than Shaq. So what? All Shaq did was dunk. You couldn't stop the dunk. And with LeBron, you can say all he does is drive. He doesn't have the mid-range, Jay. As I've said, he gets hot from three, but he's not a great three-point shooter. So what? You can't stop him from scoring and scoring efficiently. And here's the final thing. LeBron James, every time he's had a Hall of Fame teammate in their prime, he delivers a championship. Wade and Bosh in Miami, Kyrie Irving with Cleveland, Anthony Davis with the Lakers. Kevin Durant played with, I won't even say Harden, because Harden was a pup at that time. They all were. But he played with Russell Westbrook for a decade, essentially, and they couldn't win a championship. They had Golden State down 3-1, and they lost that lead. That's the same team LeBron came back and beat from a 3-1 deficit. So look at these plays. LeBron, obviously, Scalabrini's right on the money. He makes everybody better. No question about it. And not just role players. Kyrie Irving has played 9 years in the NBA. He made the playoffs 4 times. 3 of them were with LeBron. And the other time, without LeBron, Boston, they actually performed worse with Kyrie in the playoffs than they did without him. Anthony Davis, 7 years in New Orleans before playing with LeBron, went to the playoffs twice, won 1 series. He gets with LeBron, they win a championship. Even the great D. Wade was going out in the first and second round, you know, after they won in 06 with Shaq, before LeBron got there. Chris Bosh, first round and out. LeBron makes players better. KD, the 2 rings are nice, but we all know, I mean, he was the best player, but come on. That team was a juggernaut, all-time great team without KD. They were winning those rings with or without him. So this isn't a debate. Come on. Come on.
I didn't want to go ahead and get
So I have to deal with Shannon every day on the show, and now I got Shannon Jr. over here. I knew that was coming. Okay, the point here is, my point is, and I am dead right about this, that in 2017, Kevin Durant proved he's a better player in any way, shape, or form than LeBron James by beating him head-to-head in the finals and became finals MVP. And then he validated it a second time in 2018, head-to-head in the finals MVP. Both times in game 3s in LeBron's house. He stuck it to him and basically shot him right between the eyes with daggers in both game 3s to take over that series. And in 2019, he was still the best player on this planet. And when he came back, albeit against Toronto at that point, he was taking over a game 5. He scored 12 points in 11 minutes before his Achilles went. And it felt like he was about to take over the whole series. At that point, remember, Golden State was down 3-1 without Kevin Durant. And if they'd won Game 5 at Toronto. I was then convinced they were going to go home and win Game 6. And then with Kevin Durant, I would have liked their chances winning Game 7 back in Toronto, and Kawhi Leonard would not have had that Finals MVP in that ring. So the point is, in those 3 years, he was the best player on the planet. Now, if he can't come back from the Achilles reattachment, you got me. But by all accounts and the videos that I've seen, it looks like he's got his quickness back at 7 feet tall. The point is about LeBron, whenever he's had stars, he's won. Well, he was really lucky to win in Miami, because I'm going to just reiterate quickly that he stunk it up all time in his first go-around with those two superstars, Bosh and Wade, against Dallas in 2011. And in 2012, he took advantage of the pups, as Chris called them.
Oh, they're
it
pups
was
now.
hard. Well, they were pups. It was KD and Russ and Harden. They were 3 pups, and they all took advantage of him. And LeBron had huge help from Shane Battier and Mike Miller.
They're teammates. They were on the
Mario
team.
Chalmers. They were the guys who were the unsung stars of those closeout games. So, and then obviously in 2013, LeBron stunk it up down the stretch in Game 6 until Ray Allen saved his legacy. And then in 2014, LeBron was so great, he got blown off the floor by a record margin by my San Antonio Spurs in the finals. So let's not just overestimate what happened there. Now back to Brian Scalabrine. He contends LeBron makes his teammates so much better than KD. Well, timeout. I see that once in Oklahoma City in 2014, Kevin averaged 6 assists a game. And once in 2019 at Golden State, he averaged 6 assists a game. That's pretty great, considering that LeBron's career average in assists is 7.4.
That's Skip. You see what you did there? You talk about 2 seasons in which you rounded up.
I'm just saying, let's not dismiss him as a distributor, because if you can average 6 for a season, you can pass the basketball.
Let me ask you a question. In those seasons, what did LeBron average? LeBron averaged 10.2. Is that better than 6?
Scalabrine dismissed him like he never shares the ball. I'm sorry, he's highly capable.
Skip, the difference is that LeBron, what Kevin does is that he allows people to have more space on the court.
Okay.
Because you focus on him.
Okay, then we look at rebounding. LeBron averages for his career 7.4. Kevin's at 7.1. So I'd say that's a push. If we start doing shot blocking, it's big Kevin.
What about steals?
Okay, well, what about
defense?
Okay. Well, what about Kevin made the case 3 years ago now in Golden State that he should have been in contention for Defensive Player of the Year, and I do agree
He
with
had
that.
a case of Mountain Dew for you.
Well,
Because you know good and well Kevin Durant is not the defender LeBron
He
is.
can rim protect like LeBron never thought about rim protecting.
Do you see all those
Don't
chase
give me
downs?
chase
All
downs.
them chase downs.
You know, all those I caught you when you
LeBron's
weren't
got
looking
a
blocks.
signature defensive.
What about Tiago Splitter try to dunk on him?
Oh, stop it. I can out-jump Tiago Splitter. So in the end, my point is Iguodala's point. Andre Iguodala, I'm going to read this real quick just to sum up my case, because he sums it up better than I do. This is right after Kevin won his second, MVP, back-to-back MVPs versus LeBron in the NBA Finals. Andre said of KD, he's the most talented scorer of all time. Hands down. He's a walking 30 points. He'll get 30 on 12 shots. That's very, very hard to do, very efficient. Most guys need to feel the ball in their hands a lot to get a rhythm. He does not. Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were 2 guys with unstoppable moves. MJ had the fadeaway, Kareem had the skyhook, but KD is a 7-footer who can shoot a hezzy pull-up from 50 feet out. That's his unstoppable shot. So I boil this down over the last 3 years to, I got one guy who's 7 feet who can shoot the lights out from any distance, from close or far. I got another guy who's 6'9" who really can't shoot when it comes down to it.